All right, guys, here we go. Last podcast of 2023, bonus edition of the podcast. No Marcel for this one, just me. Going to go over the latest UFC news and fight announcements, MMA news. I'll be here for like 15, 20 minutes. I got to go pick up my daughter after that for today, but just wanted to talk about some fights and stuff with you guys. I'll take some other questions and stuff. Again, not a long podcast, about 15 minutes this one, but just wanted to give you guys one last chance to talk to me before the year's up. It's been a pretty good year for MMA. It's always fun talking to you guys, usually on Mondays, but a lot of the Sunday shows as well this year. But really appreciate everyone who joins us every week. I think I've been doing this show for I want to say like almost 5 years now, probably. It's been a lot of fun. We're always getting new people that join in on the streams to talk about fights with us, which we love. And we'll be back next year, obviously, going over all our predictions, our recaps, and me and Marcel love doing it. So I'm looking forward to next year. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone has a great New Year's. And yeah, I'm going to go through some finances. Like I said, I'll take some questions if anyone has them. Just 15 minutes, guys. Just a short one here. But I just wanted to give you a bonus edition of the show just because I like everyone and wanted to talk about some stuff before we get out of here. All right, let's get to comment. We got Tristan in the chat. What's up, Tristan? Glad to have you here, man. You're always there like almost every week, so we appreciate you. Ray, who's your pick for breakout star we are expecting 2024? I mean, that's a great question. I love this question already off the bat. Look at you give me a great question. That's a great question. No, it really is. It's really interesting. Someone we're not expecting, because the thing is, I think there's a lot of guys we are expecting, right? Like I think if Drake beats Strickland, he'll be a star. You know what I mean? If Albazi goes and gets a title shot, he could be a star, for instance. A breakout guy like a Strickland, someone kind of like surprised us. It's difficult to say. I think you got to look at the different divisions, see like where the guys are. I think someone that we mentioned in the last chat was Jack Della Maddalena. I think he's a potential breakout star because he's fighting. He's number 11 right now, welterweight. He's fighting Gilbert Burns number 4. If he goes and beats Burns, he'll probably be one fight away from a title shot, right? So he could easily become the breakout star of the year. I think he's a good pick. I think Benoit Saint-Denis at number 12 ranked. Again, he's good. We all know he's good, but I think he could be a breakout star as well. That's another guy I would look at. In the women's weight classes, I think it's a little more difficult to say, but there are some girls making some good headway this year, like for instance, Lipsky. She's been rising up the ranks. If she continues to improve, it's possible she could be someone that we're talking about. But yeah, there's always someone that surprises us, right? There's always someone. So for me, again, I don't know if Jack counts, but I would say him or Benoit. Those two guys are kind of my picks. They're kind of like guys that I think are, ranked in the bottom half of their divisions. But I think they could still, fight for the belt potentially. It's possible. Why do you guys think UFC is giving Bo Nickal such level competition? When Piper's had tougher fights, I agree. The thing is, Joe Piper has more MMA fights. I think that's one thing to keep in mind. Like I want to say Joe has like 10 fights. He's got 14 fights. Bo's got what, 3 or 4? Let me check right now. Bo has, well, he's got 14. Joe Piper, and Bo has not many. Let me double check here. I can't even find it. He's got, oh my God, his Wikipedia is crazy. It's like all his wrestling matches. He has 5 fights. He has 5. That's why. He has like basically a third of the fight. So he needs to get more experience. At the same time, though, they're giving him just really like low-level competition. I do think Brundage is better than Pickett and Woodburn. I think we all know that. So yeah, I don't mind the fight in general, but I thought he would get a ranked guy just because of his pedigree, right? I think we all can agree with that as well. Jonathan Martinez is a really good fighter, really, really good. I'd say Fatima Klein, if they sign her this year, she'll probably skyrocket through strawweight. You really like her, Isaac? She's someone that you like a lot, I know, from CFFC. Who would you give him next? Jonathan Martinez, the Dragon. I love him personally. I think he's one of the best bantamweights right now, and I really like the guy. He's number 12. Pedro Munoz is number 11. Is that a fight that you guys would like to see? What was his last fight, Martinez? I know was it Yanez? Was it Yanez? Yeah. Pedro Munoz is ranked 1 above him, and that's a guy that's kind of like the perennial gatekeeper to the top 10. I think that's a fight that makes sense. I also wouldn't mind him fighting a Figueiredo, the number 8. There's a lot of options, I think, for Martinez. I think the UFC likes him. They know he's good, and he'll get someone ranked in the top 10 next, I would imagine. So I think those guys are someone next. Weidman. No, I mean, by the way, I don't even know if he'll fight again. I mean, I think he wants to, but he shouldn't. He really shouldn't. Paul, what's up, brother? It's just me right now. We just finished the prediction show for 2024. Marcel was on here, and he went to take off here to enjoy his new year, and I let him go. So he's been dismissed. Marcel got let off early from work today, but I'm still here, and I'll be talking to you guys in some fight announcements and stuff. All right, so I did see this, Joe. He's saying that he's going to fight. I think he said, did he shave his Shavkat? I don't know if it was Shavkat or Bilal, but yeah, he's probably going to fight at 300. I think it makes sense, anyways, just because of the timing. And we talked about this a few weeks ago. We were like looking at like the fights that were booked and the cards that didn't have fights, and that's a card that needs fights, title fights. He's a champion that's available. He didn't take much damage against Covington, obviously, so it's a fight that makes sense. All right, let me go to Marcel's page and just go through some fight announcements. There's not many guys, but there's a few, and we'll go through them really quick here. Let me pull this up, and again, I'll take any questions and stuff that you guys have. Only, like I said, 15 minutes here. I got to get out of here in a bit, but yeah, I wish it was Bilal close the book on the deal. Yeah, does Conor actually announce the fight tonight? What do you reckon? I don't think so, man. I think he's lying. He's just an attention whore. I mean, really, that's what he is these days. He's a guy who loves attention. I mean, he posted a picture of his fucking him in his underwear. You can see his outline of his dick. I mean, not if that doesn't scream for attention, what does? You know, it's funny, but it's just a cry for attention. Any predictions for PFL Bellator? You know what? We didn't even talk about that stuff, but yeah, Brunson Mousasi would be awesome. I think it's good that we're gonna get these super fights, but at the same time, like Dana was saying, like it's never a good thing when you lose these other big promotions, right? In MMA. But at the same time, I think that PFL has quite a bit of money to spend, and hopefully they can attract some good talent. Does Dan do his 300 announcements tonight? That'd be cool. That'd be cool, Paul. But I don't know. He didn't name the opponent. That was Leon. Yeah, I think he'll fight at 300 though. He did say that at the soccer game, football match. Actually, I should say that. And yeah, it makes sense. What's up, Chris? I think Brady fights Luque in Atlantic City. That's the rumor. That's what I heard too. So that's the rumor I heard, guys. And I don't think they announced Mendonca and Blanchfield as the main event. I don't think they did. I think that should be a 5-round co-main event, and I think Brady and Luque should be a 5-round main event. Did you see PFL sign Ramazanov? Is that Ramazanov? Let me just take a look. Is that the guy that was on? Is that what's his name? Morazanov? Is that the guy? Is that who you're talking about here? He's got a great record though. I think that's the guy you're talking about, right? Who do you think Bernard fights now? He's 15th. Well, like we talked about the last podcast, he kind of had a tough fight, right? He had that draw. I'm just looking at the rankings. I mean, maybe it's tough. He might even be forced to fight someone that's not ranked, potentially, just because there's not a ton of options available. Like, why is Michael Chiesa even ranked anymore? He doesn't fight that often. I don't understand why he's there. Maybe if Jack loses to Burns, they could do that fight. Maybe if Holland loses to Page, they could do that fight. It's kind of crazy, actually. Like, Michael Page comes in and gets a ranked guy right away while Renaud's fighting unranked guys. It's kind of odd. Anyways, any news on PFL Bellator, pay-per-view division, international division, challenger series, regular season? I haven't heard much. I don't know about you guys. Like, I don't pay as much attention to PFL Bellator right now, but all I know is they're doing the champ vs. champ card. I think it's in the first quarter of next year. Should be a good card. I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, any rumors you've heard of big fights? The Brady Luque one. Geez, what else? Not really. I'm not gonna lie. I tried to get Marcel to tell me some stuff. He wouldn't say anything. So there you go. Didn't get much from Marcel. I tried. I definitely tried. But yeah, he's keeping his cards close to his vest. Yeah, exactly. I think you're right. That's the guy's name. What's up, brother? Antoine, I think Cop is really good, and I think he could be a champ. Challenger Series is no go for 24 from what I heard. There you go from Zach. There's some news right there, guys. So there you go. You want some PFL news? Zach got it. Yeah, I mean, they're going to be busy with their other fights. So yeah. All right, let's go to some fight announcements on Marcel's page. We'll go through. There's a few. Pull it up here. Here we go. All right, just a few fight announcements. Jesus Aguilar and Mateus Mendonca. Aguilar's that guy that had that crazy quick knockout, 17 seconds over Shannon Ross. And I think he wins this fight too. Mendonca 0-2 in the UFC. Not impressive really whatsoever. Yeah, Aguilar, man, that was one hell of a fucking knockout. Like, probably one of the better knockouts of the year. And I think, he's a guy that, he should have got a bonus for that knockout, by the way, first off. But a guy that, had a tough debut against Tyra. Then he comes back and he fights basically a can, and Ross knocks him out in, quick issues. So Yeah, Mendonca's not very. He's not. I thought he was better than what he is, but he's not very good. Kopf's lack of volume to fight. Yeah, in an issue in his fights, I agree, especially against Mateus Nicolau. He beat him. I feel pretty good about Aguilar in this fight, especially because it's in Mexico City. Andre Petroski versus Jacob Malkoun. Well, I'll tell you guys right now, you won't need sleeping pills because you can just watch this fight instead. I think this fight's going to be so boring. I'll tell you that right now. I think all you guys can agree with me. This is going to be a very, very boring fight. I don't know who wins either, because the thing is, I think Petroski is slightly well-rounded, but I also feel like Andre could get tired in this fight, and I think that Jacob could just kind of grind on him and make it really fucking boring. I think if Jacob loses, he'll probably get cut because the UFC, I don't think they like his style. I don't know how much they like Petroski's either, though. And really, it hasn't been very exciting either. So I'm kind of leaning towards Malkoun a little bit in this fight. I don't know. What do you guys think about this one? I'm kind of leaning Malkoun. I think it's going to be boring. I think he grinds him out. Could be. I hope so, Tristan. I hope it's going to be a bad striking match, better than just a lay and pray fest. But that's what I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be Malkoun laying and praying in this fight again. You know, that's kind of what I think. Remember, like, I mean, the Brendan Allen fight, like, he arguably won that fight, and that would have been huge on his resume right now. But yeah, that's another fight they announced. Here's another one here: AJ Dobson, Tresean Gore. I would lean towards Dobson a little bit more. I think he showed a lot of improvement in his last fight. I was pretty impressed. Gore's a guy who's very inconsistent in my opinion. I'm still not sure if he's like super, like, if he's just UFC caliber, I should say. Yeah, Gore, I don't know how good he really is, honestly. I mean, really, I don't know how good either guy is, but Dobson, at least to me, showed a lot of improvement in his last fight. That's why I'd lean his way. Chris likes Malkoun. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too, a little bit in that fight. That's my quick lean. And then here's the other fight that was announced: Stephanie Luciano, the Rondinha girl versus Shannon Bannon. Yeah, I mean, I think this Brazilian girl probably wins this fight. Bannon has not been impressive at all in the UFC. And some of the comments are funny. Botox Barbie. Oh my God, that's funny. Yeah, I think Rondinha wins. I think she wins. She proved against the Talita Alencar girl that she can kind of, fight a grappler and at least fend off the takedowns and stuff. So I would lean towards her. Wonder if Gore still thinks he'll be a three-time champ, three-division champ. Yeah, I mean, you might think that, but it's not looking too good. Thoughts on Bilal probably fighting during Ramadan against Leon? Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I don't know how much energy he's going to have in this camp, but I want to say he's done this before. Wasn't it against Luque? He did the same thing and he looked fine, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but yeah, I do find it interesting that they always talk about Ramadan. Some guys don't want to fight during it, but there's other guys that will do it. So I just think Bilal's a good fighter. He's a guy that's really proven me wrong over the years because I never thought he was that good. Especially after he got knocked out by Luque, and then what's his name, Alan Joban, like destroyed him in his debut. But he's really come on strong the last couple of years and has really proven me wrong. Go to any MMA gym in Ireland, every single one has a Sean and Bannon story. Oh my God, is that what I think it is? Oh my God, I don't want to mention it. Mama B, right? Like I said, I'll take some more comments, guys. I do want to talk about the Toronto card just because we lost some fights from it. We pulled it up here on UFC stats. I don't know if they've updated the card. Let me take a look. They haven't updated UFC stats, but we'll quickly talk about that card. We just lost 2 fights, right? So I shouldn't say just. We lost the Blachowicz Rakic fight about a month ago. They didn't replace that fight. So we went down from 13 to 12, and now we've lost Reyes and Alberg. Alberg's out of the fight. I'd like to see Reyes stay in the card. I'd like to see him fight. I'm just looking at the rankings, and Reyes is ranked pretty high up in the division still. He's number 14. Alberg was a guy that was going to get a chance to break in the top 15. Reyes versus Benefield would be okay. Number 12, I think that would be an okay fight. Or even, Khalil's still much higher, number 8. Yeah, it won't be that. It's just tough because I think they want to build someone off them. Someone mentioned the Bellato guy. That would be good too. Like someone that they think they can build up a little bit. They can go against Reyes. I think that would be fine. But I don't mind Benefield either at 12. He's been on a roll. He's looked good. The other option would be to kind of rebuild a guy like a Jimmy Crude or something like that. They could try to rebuild him against the Reyes. I think Reyes I really like him, but I think he's kind of in trouble, right? The chin is a huge problem. So is it true? I did see this as well, that Alberg Reyes could be moved. I don't know if it's official, but it could be moved. FT, what's up, brother? Appreciate you as well, man. I hope next year's a better year. This year was not very good for me. I'll just say that, but hopefully next year's better. If I was your choice, if it was your choice, what would be your 298 and 299 main card bout order? Wow, that's a really good question, Pato. I don't even know if I've. Let me pull up the cards on Tapology. 298 Tapology. It's a good question. Pull it up here. Paul Craig, yeah. Azimat would be good too, actually. That'd be a good one too. Right, Azimat's ranked right there. All right, let me go up Let me go off this right here. I'll pull it up here for you guys. 298. Well, obviously, this is the main event. The Whitaker Costa fight is supposed to happen, but there's been rumors it might get canceled. I don't know. I saw that rumor. I don't think it's true, though. So that would be probably the co-main. Merab Cejudo makes sense, main card. Yeah, I guess this card's kind of, I think this is what it is, right? I think these 5 fights are the main card. I'm looking at the prelims right now. Oh, you have Suarez as well. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I might put Suarez on the main card instead. I think I'm going to put Suarez and Lemos number. I'll put them on the main card. I'll put Ty as the main event of the prelims. I'll put Ty and Tybura there on the main event of the prelims instead. That's what I would do. It looks like this is the card. It looks like it is. It says his main card. I don't know. I would put Suarez on the main card though. I think she should absolutely be in the main card. I don't think she should be buried in prelims like this. Hernandez and Aliscare was a good fight too, but that's more of like a prelim as well. Yeah, I think they got to put Suarez and Lemos on the main card. Suarez has to be in the main card. Is that true? It was moved? Okay, well there you go. You got a couple people and they're saying that. Okay, we lost another fight in Toronto. That sucks then. Are you taking CD over Rome Tavares? Probably. That's by lean. I mean, they did fight and he won, but it was a quick stoppage. I think Tavares looked really good in his last fight. I would lean him his way, but yeah, I'm not super interested in that fight compared to some of the other fights in that card. At the same time, though, maybe City's really good. I don't know. He should win that fight, though. I think he's like minus 190 or something. He's a local Toronto guy. It's just that there's like more fights on that card that I'm way more interested in, like the main event, Strickland Duplessis. Oh my god, I'm looking forward to that one. But yeah, for 298 guys, it looks like it's ready to go. It's just I'm just surprised that Suarez Lemos is buried in the prelims here. That can't be right. That has to be moved up. That's got to be on the main card. They don't do 6-fight main cards again. They used to sometimes, but that should be in the main card. They should get a women fight and then rebook. I mean, they could, but they won't do that probably. Hope they book Renat Michael Morales. I would like to see that fight too. That'd be a good one. All right, so we got 298. Let's look at 299. I'll put it up on top of here. Because this one I think is very stacked and I don't think it's like set yet. Some of the cards set. Okay, so this is main event. That's co-main. I would assume that's co-main Burns and Jack. Then you have Blades and Almeida. That'll be main card. Yan and Yadong Stong should be main card. And then the 5th one is kind of interesting, right? Because you have Holland Page, which could be there, and then Gamrot Dos Anjos as well. And I think they moved that Gary Neal fight just because this card was really stacked. So I would say those 4, and then the 5th one would be. I hope they don't put Barbara Chukagian. Are they going to put that in the main card? They usually like to put a women's fight. Maybe that will be on the main card. Barbara Chukagian. No, I think I would put like Gamrot and RDA probably. I don't understand this fight though. I just think Gamrot should be in the main card. It's just a weird fight. Page and Holland, I think, could be like the main event of the prelims. I don't know, guys. This is a very stacked card. I'll tell you that right now. Like even Karine Silva, she's fighting. She's very good. It's a stacked card. Phillips Munoz, like this card's really good. Man, the next couple of pay-per-views are ridiculously stacked. I mean, we all could agree with that. So hope they do Holland Page. Yeah, it's possible. 6-fight main cards make sense, right? I think they make sense. And you're right. There's only one 5-round fight, so it makes sense. Burns James should not be co-main event. Hope they had Zhang on. They that was the rumor, but I don't think they're going to add anything else. This card's pretty stacked, man, as it is. I don't think they have Sean on the card. I don't think Sean wants to share pay-per-view points. I think that's another issue, and I don't think they're going to put another title fight, although they should. Dominic was talking shit to Carlos. He should be happy. Yeah, and I saw that as well. So, anyways, that's 299, and then we'll just go to 300 really quick. UFC 3000 one day when I'll be dead by the time that happens. Hopefully not, but I will be. There's 3 fights, so nothing else there. Yeah, so that's it for that. Yeah, a couple more questions, guys. I only wanted to do a short one here. I already, obviously went long today, but I wanted to do just a really short one for you guys. Yeah. Any other questions, guys? Let me know. I'll take your comments and stuff. Just give me a sec. Sorry about that. All right. Pennington, Bueno Silva. I don't know. This is tough. Pennington's underrated. She's just an underrated fighter. She's good. But Bueno Silva is really fucking good too, so that's a tough one. I missed 298. We have Gary Neal. Haven't did a prediction yet, but I think Neal's got a better chance than the odds indicate. Jamil has a good chance. Yeah, absolutely agree with that as well. how do you rate 298? I think it's really underrated. Yeah, it's a good card. No, I agree with that. I think all these pay-per-views coming up, I think it's really good. All these cards are amazing, and they're all really exciting. So I'm looking forward to it. Um, one sec, sorry guys. All right, let's see here. A couple other comments, guys. I'll take, and then before we get out of here, I think Gaziev is a guy that I talked to as a potential dark horse in heavyweight. I think he's got a chance too. So definitely got a chance. Um, all right, that's good. I think we should I think I should end the podcast though, guys. I gotta get out of here. I just wanted to do a little bit of a short one here for you guys and talk about it. But I got a few things to do. Obviously, I'm getting a text right now. I gotta go pick up my daughter, so that's kind of the important thing right now, unfortunately. But let's take a last couple questions. You think Leon beats Wall? I do. I would lean him. Um, the Cuba trip was just okay. I mean, honestly, like it wasn't my like of all the places I went to, in Caribbean, it wasn't my favorite one. I prefer Jamaica. I prefer Dominican. But Cuba has a few redeeming factors about it for sure. Thanks, Zach. I appreciate that, man. I mean, I'll have 7 hours with her today, so which I could have more time. I'm hoping next year, guys, it's gonna be a better year for me. It's just like I wish I could talk about this stuff more, but just because of the situation I'm in, I can't talk too much about it. But um, it's been a really tough year. There's been a lot of roadblocks put up, like for me to see my daughter. Um, but next year's going to be better. I think. Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers. I just hope that all the hard work will pay off, and just I still feel like being a good person should help me out here too. I appreciate that, Chris, you as well, brother. I saw this Floyd and Manny the rematch. I saw that. I'm not interested. Where'd you like to go next on vacation? Well, I mean, I think we'll go back to Vegas. We usually do like a work trip, and I think they're going to send us back there, so that'll be one. And then I don't know, Antoine. I'd like to go to Europe. I'd like to go to Australia. There's a lot of places I want to go to. The thing is, like, life's so short, right? You want to do as much as you can before, you know, you die, right? That's really what it comes down to. Roadblocks, glory, fight through them. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It just sucks when it's the roadblock. Makes it hard. It obstructs your time with your own family. That's the tough thing, right? So it's unless you're in the situation that I've been in, you'll never know how it feels. It's not an easy situation. Get it out of me, go with you guys through with you. Yeah, we never know. And that's with all you guys. I mean, everyone's got problems in their life, right? And that's the thing you always keep in mind. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys all joining me again today. A short edition of the podcast here. Hope everyone has an amazing New Year's tonight. Hope you enjoy. Hope you have fun. I'll talk to you guys really soon. And hope you have an amazing day. Talk to you guys soon, guys. Peace.